We're not experts. We're not influencers. We're just two over-caffeinated idiots with a microphone and way too many hot takes. This is the part where someone says, "You can't say that." And we ask, "Why the hell not?" Welcome to Cancel Us Later. Welcome back for episode 2. I like to give you a hard time all the time about
You sure do.
you don't know anything.
You absolutely do, even though I do.
I've come up with a game, hot sauce knowledge.
All right.
Because I feel I can make you have to take about 5 shots of hot sauce on some knowledge I know that you don't. And in return, we have some questions on some knowledge you have. And I'm pretty confident that I won't be drinking any hot sauce today.
Okay, let's see.
You ready to run with it?
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
All right, gentlemen, what categories should we do? Pick your most knowledgeable subject.
Star Wars.
Norse mythology.
Okay, let's roll. Gentlemen, here's the rules of the game. I'm going to ask you a question about the other person's interests. You get it wrong, you take a drink. They get it right, you take an extra one. I'm only giving you 20 seconds to answer.
Oh, boy.
All right. You got your spoon ready?
You don't need it. I got a feeling you don't know anything about Star Wars.
Or maybe I'm a secret Star Wars fan this entire time.
I don't think you are. It may surprise you that
In a
you
galaxy
know.
far, far away.
Everybody knows the opening credits.
All right. Which one of you two wants to be on the chopping block first?
I pointed twice, so
Yeah, but you have... He can go first.
I want to answer first. I want his questions.
Oh, okay.
I think, are we saying the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
All right. We're going to start really simple. So, the main character of Star Wars, his name is Luke Skywalker. I'm sure you already knew that. But what's the name of his home planet?
At least it's only teriyaki hot sauce. Let's go. Because my guess is, is it Nebula?
Nope.
Do you know?
I think I do. I want to hear your answers first.
Oh, no, that was my answer, Nebula.
And time. All right. Shelby, 20 more seconds on the clock.
Is it Tatooine?
That is correct. That's 2 drinks.
I didn't even know that was a place. We could be in trouble.
Good luck with that.
Oh, that is a lot. I think that's fair. Don't you agree that that's
That's fair. Just teriyaki.
repulsive? It's not even that it's hot.
It's just disgusting.
That is teriyaki sauce. I think it's only fair that he gets question 1 afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Leave the top off. Is that good?
I love it.
I thought you were my friend.
Put that on my cereal.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Miles, what was your category again?
Norse mythology.
Okay. We'll start off with question 1. What is the name of the path between the 9 realms?
Yeah, I don't know that one.
You got 20 seconds to throw out a guess.
I don't have a guess for that. I know nothing about Norse mythology. Yeah, that's not that.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go ahead.
Miles, what's the answer?
So are we talking about the Bifrost Bridge?
That is correct.
Go ahead and bring that sauce up so they can see how much you got.
Can't.
Oh, shaky McShakerson.
My hands are shaking, dog. That's pretty good.
It's disgusting. Get your second one. It's teriyaki, like, and overwhelming.
Carpal tunnel here.
That's round one.
Good thing it wasn't bad, huh?
Great. Thank you for that.
That is amazing. That's round one out of the way. How are you guys feeling?
Great.
Feeling good.
Amazing. You ready for round two?
Yeah.
What is the name of the Sith that trained Darth Sidious?
Pause. Who's Darth Sidious? Am I just grabbing hot sauce? I gotta guess. I gotta guess. The Sith Lord that trained him
Here's a hint.
was Darth Maul.
Oh,
Okay.
baby Jesus.
Darth Vader.
I don't know if that hot sauce is going to cause you as much pain as you just caused us.
You went the wrong direction with hot sauce
I
there,
don't
buddy.
know how you laid them out.
All right. We are going with some South India cayenne hot sauce. Oh, yeah. You got to get your answer out. Sorry.
Darth Plagueis.
That is correct.
Oh,
For an extra shot for Miles, would you like to tell the audience what the meme is?
yeah. Miles doesn't agree to those rules.
I don't know the meme.
I should remove a shot.
Have you ever heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
I'm not well versed in memery.
That's fine.
Memology. My stomach is a burning.
Second shot.
It's water. All right.
That hurt.
It's not too bad.
Okay. Okay. You ready for your next shot of pain?
Yeah. Let's
I
go
mean,
with
trivia question?
it. Let's just go with it.
Okay. You have played God of War, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You have a chance. There are two factions of gods in Norse mythology. Two main factions. What are they called? Person whose best friend is currently wearing Norse mythology stuff.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead.
Miles, what are they?
Aesir and the Veneer.
All right, I don't get too out. I feel like I'm doing more than you.
I finished my spoons off. That's the first spoon you've finished. All right, so now that you've had that first shot, was the teriyaki not worse than that?
This isn't bad.
No, I'm talking about the flavor of the teriyaki was bad.
I like teriyaki though.
There's a difference between teriyaki and teriyaki.
Don't say that again.
Oh, hot sauce.
That was worth it.
Oh, me. How we feeling after round two?
Wishing I had a gallbladder.
Yeah.
All right.
Da, da, da.
I'm just gonna go ahead and. Next one is Incan garlic hot sauce.
That's great. Oh, garlic. Can't believe I agreed to this.
This isn't even the dumbest thing we've ever done.
No, it's not.
You just said Darth Vader, so you know who that guy is, right?
Yeah.
Darth Vader had former Jedi apprentices
Yeah.
that helped him hunt the rest of the Jedi.
Yeah.
What were they called? They were called the
Stormtroopers. Oh, guess that was wrong. He had former apprentices? Darth Vader did?
Yeah. What were
Wait,
they
Darth
called?
Vader or Anakin?
Darth Vader.
Darth Vader
At
had
this
four.
point, Anakin is dead.
Do I get props for knowing that
No.
Anakin? Okay.
no, you're still.
These aren't any of the questions like I was thinking, you know.
What are they called?
I don't know. You tell me.
You haven't played the Jedi games, have you?
Yeah, I don't know that one.
Fallen Order and Survivor. They were called his Inquisitors.
I knew that.
Oh, I thought we were looking for names.
No.
Oh, well, at least it's only one shot.
Say,
Woo. I feel like I want a different spoon at this point.
probably so.
You all right?
I thought I was going to burp. Oh, God.
Oh. Camera 3, zoom in on that face.
Do you need?
That one's hard to hold down.
Do you need a bin?
About to use your hat.
Oh,
Okay, we're good.
So,
Just let it swallow it. All right, we're good. We're good. We're good.
we're good. This is the part of the segment where I have to confess something to Shelby. There's been a little collusion against you. Because this has been a long running feud that you refuse to learn this one piece of information.
do I just need to go
As a matter of fact,
take 2 spoonfuls?
I don't even think I have to ask you the question.
Pause. You get this right, I'll take a shot.
What is it?
Better yet, you get this right and you can spell it correctly, I'll take one shot for you getting it right, and then any other hot sauce you pick, I'll take an additional shot of.
Okay.
Okay, pressure's on. Pressure's on. This is exactly how I had it written down, by the way. Shelby, for the love of Almighty God, what is Thor's hammer called?
Mjolnir.
Oh my God!
You finally remember.
Drink up!
Spell it.
Yeah, I'm not butchering it. I'm not gonna spell it.
Man, this thing's rough.
What does that mean? I got one question right?
Yeah.
You got a question
Oh.
right.
But how many times have we discussed it?
Probably once a week, maybe.
At least.
I
You can go a little bit more than that, can't you? Wait, this is one you can't keep down.
Yeah.
Uh,
oh,
Tastes
oh,
just as good the second time around.
I feel your pain on that one.
that's a,
I think I would have rather any other sauce than that.
okay. We're gonna do the next 2 rounds lightning style.
Just to entertain me though. How do you spell it?
There's an M, there's a J, there's an O, there's an L, there's an I, there's an N, there's an I, there's an R.
So you don't know.
It was pretty close.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I mean, yeah, you could have thrown out letters and it sounded good. I would have been like, dang.
Wish I would have known that beforehand.
Yeah.
I think you threw in an extra I there, but that's fine. Round 4. Miles. What solar system? I feel so bad right now. What solar system
Oh.
did Luke run away to when he received, or where he received training from Yoda?
I'm just gonna go ahead and point out when we agreed to this, this was general knowledge.
This
This
is a
is
huge plot
this
point.
is not general knowledge.
This is the whole plot.
I feel
of one of the movies.
I feel like if you were paying attention to the movies, you would know it. But if you're like playing in the background, you wouldn't know it.
I'm like, what's Darth Vader's real name? Type of questions I'm expecting. You got, what is the name of Thor's hammer? And I'm, name a galaxy?
For me,
It's-
that's hard though, and
It's the swamp.
I
He goes
blew
to a
y'all's
swamp.
minds.
He goes to a swamp. How about that? Half a point. He goes to a swamp.
What's the name? What's the name?
That place.
The
You know what I'm talking about. Yoda's home, where Yoda also goes to die. Spoiler. So I know what we're talking about, but I'm sorry, I don't speak Klingon.
Okay, you know what? You
It's a
got it
different
so close.
species.
You got it so close, and you just had to take a double.
No, he has to get it.
Oh,
It's
I know he has to get it.
it's Swampiverse.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Shelby,
Is it Dagobah or Date?
the Dagobah system.
Yeah.
Might be too early to tell you this, but nobody really likes you.
That's fair. I'm an acquired taste.
Speaking of acquired taste, what hot sauce is this?
Oh, I'm sorry. This is jalapeno.
Okay.
I couldn't find the flavor. If that's how, maybe they're all just starting to mix together. They're getting harder and harder to hold down.
I believe it. The teriyaki's fighting.
You didn't drink garlic twice with your loud mouth. God, I thought I had you on that one.
That's the one you.
Yep, that was.
That wow. Okay.
I should have just let the original question stand.
Oh.
Like butter.
It's gonna be like black coconut.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Go ahead. Let's get it with
Okay.
your water.
Name at least two of the three animals that live on or in Yggdrasil. You can just name the species of animal. They all have names.
What's Yggdrasil?
Is it a horse?
Oh, well.
What's Yggdrasil? I feel like that's an automatic drink.
No.
That's an automatic drink.
Ah.
Yggdrasil's
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Let him answer.
I will answer what it is, and you have to take an extra shot if I know what it is.
Go ahead.
It's also known as the tree of life. There's a squirrel, and there's like a deer.
The tree of life is an animal.
No, that's what Yggdrasil is.
And I'm supposed to know that?
Well, enjoy your 3 shots.
Whatever.
The other one's like a snake dragon thing. It's called Nidhogg.
They're not bad. They're just hard to keep down.
How is that?
That's the best one. That's better than another one.
Well, for your extra shot, you want to try that garlic one instead?
Nah. Oh, there's carpet.
You got one more?
Can I savor the?
Nah.
Why not? You did. You were choking on it. That's savoring.
You right.
Usually, yeah.
Okay.
This is gonna suck afterwards.
Oh, what happened?
What that wrong part?
I might not know Star Wars, but at least I know how to swallow hot sauce.
So, how you guys feeling? This is the final round. We got final round, and we got 2 sauces somehow.
Nobody ever said we could count. That was never discussed.
Sudden death.
No. You get it? Boom. If the other person knows the answer, boom.
Okay, so you might spare yourself from hot sauce.
Pharaoh's Revenge and habanero.
Which one? That was the hottest one.
Yeah.
All right.
So you only have to drink the final sauce if the other person gets this correct.
What? Yeah.
No. If he gets it right, he doesn't drink anything. If he gets it wrong, he drinks this, and then if I get it right, he drinks this for his bonus shot.
We're saying the same thing.
Oh, then yes.
Perfect. Number 5, Miles. And I'm going to give you every opportunity. Have you ever seen a single episode of The Mandalorian?
No, because we said it was going to be movies, not TV shows.
We just said Star Wars. That's like saying we were going to make yours the poetic Edda, not the prose Edda. Anywhere you get it from. All right, hang on. Just to give Shelby a chance. He's not even waiting. Miles, do you think you know what metal Mandalorian armor is made out of?
I wouldn't know the Mandalorian if he walked in the door and said, "Hello, I'm the Mandalorian."
He's a figure. You'll know when he walks in the room.
You would think that, nerd.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
Oh, yes!
Say
Such a figure.
He is. Doesn't know what I'm.
That does smell like barbecue sauce.
party bell.
That looks disappointing.
Maybe I'm just holding it in so you think it's nothing.
You
and it
couldn't.
lights you up.
You couldn't handle the garlic.
The correct answer, by the way, was Beskar.
I would have never guessed that.
They say it a bunch of times in the show.
Okay.
Sorry, we have lives and don't watch that. I watch good things.
First of all, Pedro Pascal's never outrageous. So,
All right, let's see your final question. No.
before I even ask you the question, did you even know that Odin had crows?
Yeah, he had one.
I'm sorry, I said
He has
crows.
what?
Raven.
He had one, didn't he? No.
Ooh.
I don't actually know.
The question is, what are his 2 ravens called?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead.
Hold on.
Now
Pause.
you already know this is loaded.
Pause.
This is loaded.
You got that one?
Yeah,
You got
I'm well
this
aware.
one. And then when I can tell you also the meaning of them,
No. That wasn't part of the agreement.
we throw this one in there.
No.
Don't you think that's fair?
No,
Oh, no, I don't know about that.
that's not fair.
Hoonin and Moonin. And
Yeah,
it
I
means
would've never
wisdom
said-
and thought.
Would have never guessed that.
How is it?
I think you got the order mixed up.
I think the order is it's spicy barbecue sauce. Whoa, that's not the one you're supposed to be taking.
That's fair.
Shake her up.
Oh no!
Old Budapest habanero.
Just had to ask a hard question, didn't you? Yeah, I know. Not hard for you.
You're the one that got at least one question right.
Yeah.
That's fair. It's chunky.
Ugh.
It's
You don't like the pulp?
not coming out.
Do you want me to pour it for you?
No, I got it.
Figured with all the shaking, it would just slide right out.
You're right.
Nah, fill that spoon up.
I can't fill it up anymore. That's pretty decent.
Until you burp and it's straight garlic.
That's fair.
All right. So now that we're done with that, just need to wash the garlic out really quick.
How'd that feel, boys?
Now, are they wet or do they just have water on them? Because I'm pretty sure they're wet.
Pretty sure you just poured water on me, like an ass.
Correct, but now your shorts
I'm
wet.
about at this level right now.
I'm just saying. Don't you agree now that your shorts are wet?
No, they have water on them because you felt the need to spew water on me.
Yes.
This is not wet. I have water on me.
Your arms look wet. Just saying.
Oh,
It was worth a shot. At least you didn't have to drink garlic hot sauce.
with it being Men's Mental Health Month, I want to recognize everybody who is struggling with it and to put a reason for why you're acting the way you are.
Me.
Yes, you.
Oh, that's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair.
So, you
I
know,
don't know if you've heard this before, but it takes two to tango.
I don't do anything that justifies your actions towards me.
You said that water isn't wet. So I had to see, do you really feel that way? And a quick knee jerk reaction. If you would say, my pants are wet. And then I could call you out on, you're not a believer in your own thoughts. You proved me
Wrong.
not correct.
Right. Because I have water on them. Now they have water on them.
Yeah,
because
and they're wet.
you spewed for no apparent reason all over me.
And they're wet. I do have a question for you, though.
Okay.
You have a small child.
I do.
I have small children.
Okay.
Now, there's a show that sometimes I watch, you mentioning mental health and all of that, just different aspects and all of that. A certain show that sometimes really makes me question the way I do things, handle things. Am I doing them the right way? It's because it's 2025. The way you were raised and the way I was raised are not the same way that children are raised today.
Right.
When we grew up, men don't cry. I've seen in my lifetime my father cry one time.
Right.
One time.
Right.
Now they want us to be more in touch with our emotions,
Mm-hmm.
but finding that line of where and how to raise children in today's day and age. There's a certain cartoon that actually, sometimes I'm just gonna be honest, makes me feel like I'm a bad dad.
Yes, absolutely.
Do you know what show I'm talking about?
I do. I do.
What show?
Bluey.
100%
Yep.
Bluey. Bandit. The way me and my girls were watching an episode last night.
Okay.
Right? And Bandit's talking about he's tired and his girls just want to play a game with him. I understand that. After a long day at work, I want to come home, relax for a minute and all that. Sometimes you don't always get to. Sometimes
Right.
you're a little rough around the edges towards the children because you're tired, you're exhausted. And then to watch this cartoon, I get it, but Bandit goes and still plays a game with them where he's laying down and he's like in a hospital bed.
Okay.
Do you know which episode I'm talking about?
I do.
Where they have to pull the cat out of the stomach.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes when I watch the show, it's just like, I literally sit back and think, I need to be more like Bandit.
I think Bandit sets bad standards, unrealistic standards
Oh, I agree.
for us.
Yes. Because
And
you'll never live up to
yeah,
Bandit.
absolutely. Because he does stuff, and you're just like, I should be doing that.
Right. Which is where I start to feel bad. So you're telling me that you wouldn't go into Home Depot and let your kids pretend they're the adults and you're the child?
I'll do my best, but I'm too much of a control freak to do that. So, yeah,
It's nice to see you admit it for once.
that's part of recognizing that it's Men's Mental Health Month and recognizing all your issues, right? So, I'm a little bit of a control freak.
That's personal growth for you.
Yeah, it is.
See, good comes out of this.
Yeah, but back to the Bluey thing, I don't like one particular. I feel like is just goes over kids' heads, right? You might think of the one I'm talking about.
Do they get pajamas in an episode?
Onesies, yes.
Yeah, onesies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I feel like that portion of it's like a little too far for the kids. But
See,
like you feel the struggle as part of the episode. Like you're like, oh my god, she's going through that.
I think that episode, and a little fill in on which episode we're talking about, is when oh my gosh, my mind went blank on her name. The mom. Her sister, it starts with a C. That's all I can give you. Chili. When Chili's sister
That's right.
comes into town and she brings the girls presents and all that, and then during the episode, Chili's trying to explain to Bluey how her aunt can't have children.
Right.
But that episode goes over children's head, but I think that's also a why the show works so well for parents is because it shows you that you you don't have to try and hide every single thing from your children. You can talk to them. You can explain grown-up things to them
Mhm.
in a way that they understand. Yes, that's a heavy-hitting episode. That's a gut-wrenching episode. But went over my children's head. But it shows you that there is a way that you can still talk to them about grown-up things on their level. And I think that's why it hits so well with parents. I mean, do you own a Bluey t-shirt?
I do.
Do you watch Bluey once your kid walks out of the room?
I do.
So I mean, it's working. I mean, it gets the viewership. I have Bluey shirts. I mean, we've talked about this off camera, Bluey, numerous times. Using the line towards your kid, you're being a real muffin right now.
Yeah. That's true.
Like, I mean, so I think the show nails it, but not just for keeping children's attention, but for also for parents to show different aspects, and maybe some of the stuff is unrealistic expectations of what you can be as a parent, but there is still things that lessons as parents that we're still learning as well.
Right.
Different aspects of filling in and all of that. I mean, I just genius show. Genius.
It is a good show. I can't wait to see the movie that's supposed to come out.
Movie. You think it's really going to happen?
It has to.
Why?
There's a lot of questions that need to be answered.
But he kind of answered them in the little short story thing he did.
Yeah, but you want to see if Bluey hooks up with John Luke and they have their own thing going. And John Luke's my favorite, by the way.
Really?
Yes,
Really?
absolutely.
Not Lucky?
Lucky? No, not Lucky. John Luke is mysterious.
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 Okay, that's fair. Bingo's probably my favorite. I know Bluey's supposed to be everybody's favorite, but I really love Bingo's just carefree, living life.
I think Bingo teeters on the edge of being a muffin.
Bingo definitely has some problems, but Bingo makes it interesting.
I guess that's true.
Bluey's cute and fun and happy and all of that, but Bingo's got so many emotions she goes through that, showing also how to deal with your children's emotions. I've got girls.
Okay.
And so I've had to learn how to deal with emotions of things that bother them that don't bother me. Like episode where the little leaf bug lands on Bingo's nose and she wants her dad to see it.
Right.
And he doesn't hear her calling for her.
Mm-hmm.
And so the rest of the day goes by, and then that night when she's going to bed, she's all upset because she thought her dad was ignoring her. He had no clue that even had happened and that he had upset her. So it in certain aspects makes me rethink the way I handle my daughters versus the way I handled my son. To be more in touch with that they have emotions that I don't typically per se have,
Right.
that I didn't deal with and things like that. So, I mean, it opens my eyes up to dealing with other things. And it's been more of episodes with Bingo that has made me realize how to handle things with my daughters differently than you handle it with, your son. You fell, get up, rub a little dirt on it.
Right. Right.
Girl, you're getting band-aids, you're grabbing the boo-boo and throwing it away and all of that. So I mean, it's just shows that you can be a father, you can be strong in their life, but you can also be in tune with their emotions and what they're going through. Because What I've learned is that I'm not just raising my daughter. I'm also showing her who she should find in a husband when she gets older.
Right.
Somebody that listens to her and cares for her emotions and things like that. So, I mean, but that's just my take. I might put too much on the show.
That's fair. I think when it comes to raising a son, Bandit kind of helps and hurts me because I can't relate to raising a girl, right? So I think I have to take a different approach of like, you get hurt. Like, am I supposed to? So we're taught, like, get up, get over it, go
Right.
on to your day.
Yeah.
I don't know how to teach other than that. But
That's what you were taught.
right.
Yeah.
So I have to reference Bandit a lot. Would that be what Bandit is doing? So I don't. It's that parenting is hard,
Yes.
and Bandit makes it a little less sucky. I feel like.
While making me feel horrible at the same exact
Right.
time. Because
Right.
I'm like, I
Right.
need to do that.
Uh-huh.
And I don't. And I'm like, I messed it up this time, but I've got 3 girls. Maybe I'll get it right on the
Right.
next
Right.
daughter. Like,
So is he more of an impossible standard or a role model?
he's an impossible standard role model. Like, he's all of that. Like, because no, he's fake. So obviously he's always got the correct response, but it shows a way of how to respond to stuff that I didn't realize were responses before. Then I'm like, oh, you don't have to be like, rub some dirt on it. You can lay down and play a game with them and be
Right.
doctor and let them, stab you with shots,
Right.
and all of that. And you're still getting to lay down and relax and all of that. Even if it's just a few minutes, that means more to them, and you can tell in the show, than anything else. And they're children. In 5 minutes, they're going to move on to something different, and then we can take our nap.
Yeah,
You know.
but that 5 minutes, you question everything you've done.
Yes.
Did I do that right? Did I handle that right? And I feel like that's the pressure that Bandit gives you.
Which is what makes him the impossible
Right.
standard.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he nails it 10 out of 10. If we can get some of what he does, I'm cool with a solid 8 out of 10 on the bandit level.
Right. Right.
That's just me.
Yep. I agree with that.
Yeah.
But I've, yeah.
But the nice thing about having a boy is, well, an older kid. Yours is young. I have through the age gaps. I have
You cover the whole spectrum.
yeah, the whole spectrum. Got them all the ages. He's old enough now that we can take him to concerts and do the more, I don't want to use the word adult, but the more my enjoyment level of stuff. Like, we work out together, things like that. So, it does get nice having a son when they get certain ages that you don't just have a son, you have a friend and things like that. I remember there's a super popular song, and I know you know it, that I loved growing up. Loved it. Creed, With Arms Wide Open.
Okay.
Fantastic song.
Right.
Loved it.
Uh-huh.
And I was young. I was very young when I had my first one. And when I heard that song, it was a totally different song to me after my son was born, because it was no more about just me. It was no more what I wanted. It was what was best for him. Am I doing enough for you?
Right.
Like, did that song change for you?
I I can't relate to Creed. I like Creed, but I can't for the life of me correlate a song to my actions, right?
I'm not judging you. I'm just silently judging you. And that's okay.
That's expected.
Yes, yes,
You
it
got
is.
when you see Miles, the name Miles on it, you see a little asterisk. And the asterisk, you look at the bottom, it says very judgmental.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
So that doesn't really bother me.
You've gotten used to it. That's
Yeah,
fair.
yeah. But the one band I cannot stand.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it, because I'm going to see them next week. Don't say it.
Oh, we're going there.
Nickelback. I think they're overrated. They're
Who is
washed up.
also
They're
known
washed
as
up.
Canadian Creed.
Now, don't even disrespect Creed that way.
Canadian Creed.
No.
Without Creed, you don't have Nickelback in my book.
Your book is outdated and needs to be thrown out and burned.
But it's the same premise.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Mm.
Grungy vocal lead singer. Grungy vocal lead singer.
Does Creed sing about a photograph? Look at this photograph.
All you have for Nickelback is one song that they don't even like. Even as fans, we're like, that song is overdone. That song is overplayed. There was people who were fans that stopped being fans because of that song. One song doesn't judge their entire career.
Or they're just smart.
No.
Yes.
Not at all. Because you have the Dark Horse album that has multiple good songs on it. You're telling me that you don't know one song off the Dark Horse album?
I do not.
Yes, you do. And I will prove it to you right now. Animals.
I
Where he
don't.
jumps in the car and they're driving down the road and all of that. I'm not going to use the actual lyrics, but you know what song I'm talking about.
I do. That's one of the okayish songs that they've ever done.
So you can't say that you don't like them and you hate them.
I can say I don't like anything anytime I want.
But it doesn't mean you mean it. You're right. You
That-
can say it. You can't say it.
I can look you in the face and say Nickelback is trash.
But
and
you don't
mean it.
mean it.
I absolutely mean it.
You can't. They're amazing. What is so bad about them? Take photograph out of the picture. Take photograph out of it.
Okay.
Roll credits.
And what is so bad about them? Take that one song away.
How many people are in there? 5?
Sure. I don't know what that has to do with it, but yeah, okay.
There's 5 washed up individuals that couldn't decide what to do with their life. So they said, hey, let's get together and name a band Nickelback. Because of, what's the story? Some bar gave you a Nickelback or some crap like
They
that?
worked at a coffee house.
Okay,
And the
my
coffee
bad.
cost 95 cents and everybody paid with $1. So they used to say, here's your Nickelback.
That lets you know it's not a story worth knowing because they're
But you
not.
knew part of it. You literally
I
knew
didn't know
part
that.
of it. And I have only told you that story one time months ago.
And I wish you hadn't.
But it stuck out in your mind. That showed creativity on their part. They are very creative.
To take a slogan that they used to say at a quote unquote coffee bar.
What's your band's name?
Creed.
No. The band you're in. What's your band's name? Oh, you're
I'm not
in a
I don't
band.
want to be in a band.
Everybody wants to be a rock star.
No.
Yes.
Especially if Nickelback is singing it.
And you knew their song was Rockstar. So you know their music. You're just
I'm
proving my
sorry.
point.
They played it millions of times in my teenage years.
Because it's
kind of hard
music.
to forget when you're being traumatized by something you don't want to hear.
Traumatized.
Yes.
Traumatized.
Yes. I don't even. This is making me feel uncomfortable talking about Nickelback.
You blow my mind. Like, seriously, sometimes dealing with you is like dealing with a 2-year-old throwing a temper tantrum. You have no reason for the way you react. You just react.
I don't think so because I know my truth. Get it? I know my truth, and my truth is that Nickelback is garbage, and that's the end of it.
But that's
It's your fault for spending money to go watch some washed up dudes singing songs that's named Nickelback.
coming from the guy whose GTA character is a female.
Yeah, you gotta play as a female every now and again.
That's fair. It is what it is.
Yeah, it is actually.
This is probably a subject that me and you will never agree on. Because, you're
tell
an
you what.
uncultured swine and I have good taste in music.
I've seen your taste in music.
It's amazing.
Subpar.
Subpar?
Yeah.
Why? Because you can understand the lyrics that are said in my music?
I can understand every word that those people say.
Say. Oh, do they say anything?
Okay.
What
Screw you.
That they gutturally scream?
Yeah.
That most
That's
people are
the-
like, turn
that's
off
the
that
art.
noise and that
That's
that
the
is not
art.
art.
Yes.
How is that art? How is that art?
Promise me as a friend you'll never do that again.
Will the friendship end if I do it again?
You gleaned it a little bit.
Will the friendship end?
If that's what it takes. Gosh. With the fact that you could use Nickelback and Creed in the same sentence,
Shows you how talented Nickelback is. I
they
completely
came
agree.
out at the same time.
They did
I'll
not.
give you that. Yes, they did.
No, they did not. Nickelback came out towards the end of Creed's career. I mean, yes, Creed still does stuff now, but they do their whole summer of '98 tour.
But you can't say without Nickelback there'd be no Creed.
I never once said that.
Or vice versa. You can't say without Creed there wouldn't be Nickelback.
They opened up the door for him.
Yeah, because they're trying to steal people's ideas. That's how original they are. Here, take a Nickelback, please.
Coming from the Star Wars fan,
Yeah.
who literally episode movie 7 is just the restarting of the same exact thing. Oh, let's rebuild the Death Star. Oh, let's redo the same exact thing that failed because this time it'll work. Spoiler, didn't work the second go round.
That's the story.
Why redo the same story then?
It's not. Oh, that's a plot. That's a twist in the whole story, but that's not the story.
That's all people know from Star Wars.
Because you don't. Because you're uncultured and you don't recognize art that's in front of you.
Nerd.
I'll take it. At least I don't know Nickelback.
But you do. You name multiple songs of theirs. And you even comment tons about their songs.
I named 2. Well, I didn't. I named 1, and I recognize the other one.
You named 2.
Okay,
maybe 3. I don't know.
Agreed
Probably
to
12.
disagree.
I think it was about 12 of them.
Do they have 12 songs?
They have more than 12 albums.
Oh, nice.
Actually, I don't know how many albums they have.
I don't.
I don't want to get sued for that one.
I was about to say that's impressive. But
I mean, they do have a lot of albums. I mean, you might not like
Not worth
everything
the
that
money.
they've done, but they.
do you
they
like
have
everything
been
they've done?
No, I don't. After I was one of the fans that after Photograph, I kind of like their music dropped for me as well until their most recent album that they went back to making their original style music, and I liked that. I do agree that Photograph is a horrible song. It was way overplayed, and it was not good enough for the amount of radio time that it got.
That is all they played.
Yeah,
Yep.
it is what it is. So I don't know about you, but this hot sauce is starting to churn in my stomach. I'm gonna need to call it here. That way I can.
It's fine. Yep. I don't have a gallbladder.
Yeah, so you understand.
I understand. 100%. Yep.
So I know there wasn't really a lot of hot takes in this episode and all that, but as we wrap it up, finish this.
Right.
If you're offended, means we did something right. Like, subscribe, tell your friends about us, whether good or bad. No such thing as bad publicity. Till next week.